Hey, what's up everyone? This is Silver Slayer. This could easily be the most important video you will ever watch as a silver stacker. These are the things I've learned over the last 6-7 years that I wish I would have known, especially in the beginning. I would have saved myself a lot of money and I could have progressed a lot quicker in my silver stacking journey. Remember though, this is a universal discussion, and what I mean by that is everyone has a slightly different approach and strategy to how they stack silver. So I can't get too particular because what works or has worked for me might not be the same for you. Each one of us has different amounts of income coming in, will sell in different amounts of time, and just downright stack silver for different reasons. So I try to give a more general approach to teach you how you can apply what you need to your own strategy. Make sure you're subscribed because it is crucial to stay up to date with everything on a daily basis, and I do that on this channel. So with that said, let's get going. So one of the first things I tell all beginners is buy as much silver as you can for as cheap as possible. That means bullion, that means generic rounds, that means American Eagles, anything as close to spot price as possible. This is going to build your foundation. This is going to allow you to accumulate a lot of ounces so you have a heavier stack. And during this time, you can start to learn the ways of the silver stacking world. Because trust me, it is nice to have some higher premium silver, but that should be something you focus on later on after you learn the market, after you learn about some of the different types of coins, and as you kind of develop which direction you want to go with your stack. A major mistake is beginners trying to buy silver this way out of their league. You got to learn how to walk before you can crawl. You shouldn't be buying Morgans, which is a market you particularly have to understand in the beginning, because you have no idea. That's not investing, that's gambling. You're just buying a coin hoping that you got a good deal. That's not investing, that's gambling. So in the beginning, I recommend buying American Eagles, a lot of just heavier stuff. Just get your bulk up, right? Just get as many ounces up as you can. And it's also great because it's not that risky. You can go to Atmex and just buy some American Eagles. It's not as risky as higher premium silver. Most bullion is legit. You don't have to worry about it. I don't recommend it, but even bullion on eBay is a lot safer than higher premium silver because the more expensive it gets, the more people want to fake it. There's a lot of fake silver, and I'm going to be honest with that. That's also something you have to be careful with in the beginning, and as an experienced stacker, we still have to watch out. I mean, a lot of us still come around scams. We still get bad trades. We still come across fake silver. Just because we've been stacking silver longer doesn't mean we could still fall victim to it. We always got to be on our P's and Q's. We always got to be on our toes. Because still to this day, I easily could go on eBay and try to find some graded panda, but it could be from a not so nice seller or someone with ill intent, and I could still get ripped off. And on eBay especially, there's no refund policies. So you got to buy from legit dealers, right? Know who you're buying from. Make sure you have some type of safety net. What I mean by that is if you're buying from Atmex, JM Bullion, any of these places, you know that even if the silver gets lost in transit, or if it comes scratched or whatever the case is, they'll refund you. Or not only that, they'll send another coin to you that's up to your standards. So that's the first thing. Get that out of the way so you can buy silver safely. Another thing is make sure you already have money saved up in your bank account before you start stacking. And why? Well, that's because as soon as your car breaks down, as soon as you're late on rent, as soon as a medical emergency pops up, if you don't have money saved, you're going to end up selling your silver at a loss. And then afterwards, when you do pay off that bill, you're going to have to rebuy your silver, usually at a higher price. And it's just not worth it. If you don't know how to handle money, if you don't know how to save money, then you shouldn't be starting to stack silver, because that silver is not going to stay in your stack very long. It's going to be sold. You got to learn the value of a dollar. just like you have to learn the true value of silver. Balance, budgeting, patience. Patience, balance, budgeting. The three most important words in the silver stacking world. You got to be patient. A lot of people aren't patient enough to wait 3, 4, 5, 6 years to, to make money. Most people want that instant gratification. Lack of patience, and it's going to pay off, right? Your patience will pay off. At the end of the day, we are investing, right? An investment is something that takes time. You're planting a seed and letting it blossom. Gambling is the opposite, the exact opposite. Put your money on the table, hope it sticks, and if it does, you get rewarded. But that's a lot riskier, and the odds are definitely not in your favor. Silver stacking is risky too, though. Just because we're investing into something that has value doesn't mean you can't lose money. I just made a video earlier today. People buying silver on Amazon, paying way too much money for these coins that are sold on Amazon, and they're probably not going to get their money back. I mean, paying $40, $45 for an American Eagle that should be sold at $27 max, how are you going to make your money back on that coin? You're not, especially the people that are paying, that are buying multiple ounces. Think about that. That's like a $10, $15 profit. Multiply that times 50, 100. Some people are accumulating a lot of ounces on there. They're losing thousands upon thousands upon thousands of dollars that would be your profit gap, but now they are lucky if they even break even. So you got to be up to date. That's why I say subscribe to channels like mine. I'm not saying that for my sake. I'm saying it for your sake, because the educational part of silver stacking is very, very important. Never invest into something if you don't understand the market, if you don't understand your asset. And that's why subscribing to my channel, or someone at least like mine, is very important on how successful you will be. That's how I got successful, or that's how I'm trying to become successful, at least, is learning. All day I'm reading articles, and for the last 6 years I've been watching silver stacking channels, almost every day. And that's how I've accumulated so much knowledge, and that's how I have so many tips and tricks, is because I've been putting in time watching videos. Imagine if I started stacking 6 years ago and I never watched a video on YouTube. Do you think I would be where I'm at now? I wouldn't know anything. I would just be buying random coins left and right, probably getting scammed, and wouldn't even know that I have a whole bunch of fake silver, right? Because I wouldn't even know how to tell if it's fake or not. I wouldn't know which coins to buy. Imagine that. You can't blindly invest and expect to be successful nowadays. That's not realistic. So another thing is, when you are buying on eBay, buy from legit dealers. I only buy from Modern Coin Mart's eBay page, or I'll buy like nowadays. That don't do this as a beginner. Nowadays though, I have a pretty good eye when it comes to legit dealers. It's not only about seller ratings, it's also about how they present the coins, or if they're even silver stacking. But you still got to be careful. If I look on eBay and I'm trying to buy an MS-70 Panda, a little bit of an older Panda, I'll message the seller, ask some questions. If there's any red flags, I won't do it. You shouldn't do this anyways, because I have gotten scammed like this in the past. So one of my mistakes as a beginner early on, and this is one of my mistakes as a beginner early on, actually, buying high premium when I should have still been buying bullion. You can actually see this on my channel. Look at some of my first videos I've ever posted on this channel in 2016, I think, 2015, 2016. Right, I made this YouTube channel in 2015. I think I posted my first video in 2016, I think. But look at the first couple videos. I have a whole bunch of pandas, a whole bunch of kookaburras. That's when I was a beginner. I should have only been stacking American Eagles. And I think you could even hear me say in one of my first videos, I made this channel so I can learn from you guys. I want you guys to comment on my videos and help me, right? I made my channel because I was desperate to learn, because I didn't know what I was doing. And you guys did teach me. And I'm just trying to give back what was freely given to me. But the whole point is, I started off with a lot of expensive coins. And that's actually how I ended up getting scammed, was because I bought a 2013 MS-70 Panda, which it was a great deal, but that coin arrived and had a milk spot on it. So I might as well have busted that coin out of the slab and sold it as a raw panda. Because when there's a milk spot, or if that coin gets damaged, the condition's out the window. So you got to be careful, especially with slabbed coins. I always tell people, pay for the coin, not the slab. Cause just because it's in a nice shiny case doesn't mean it should be more expensive. So another thing, right? These are just a whole bunch of different things I'm going to go through that mistakes is. Another thing is impulse buying, panic selling. This is where a lot of stackers lose a lot of money. Impulsively buying way too much silver, using 75% of your paycheck. I know it's addicting. But that budgeting part is important. Buying more silver quick could actually be worse than buying less silver in a longer period of time. It's like the turtle and the hare. If you overspend, you're probably going to end up selling it. And take care of yourself. If you're not healthy, if you're putting yourself at risk, then you could have all the silver in the world, but if you have poor health, or if you're living poorly, then is it really worth it? No, it's supposed to be enjoyable. Take care of yourself. Don't be starving yourself or barely being able to feed your kids or pay your rent just because you want to buy that extra ounce of silver every month, right? Maybe spend 5, 10, 15% of your paycheck, not 50, 60%. That's something I also did in the beginning. When I was working a minimum wage job, I was paying way too much money. Right now I'm more financially stable, so I can make bigger purchases, but I still don't even eat. Even though I could, I still don't. Just because I can buy something doesn't mean I can afford to buy it, right? I could buy a Tesla, but does that mean I can afford to buy a Tesla? No, right? You got to understand money. You have to understand the value of a dollar, and that's a very. I'm going to say that one more time. Just because I could buy something doesn't mean I can afford to buy it. If you get what I'm saying, do you get what I'm saying? So that's an important thing to understand, right? I have a daughter now. I'm a new father. I have a 9-month-old daughter. I can't be blowing all my money on silver, right? I got to spend minimal, and that's something that's being, I guess that's being mature. That's playing the tape through. Because if I buy a whole bunch of silver, it's just only going to bite me in the butt at the end of the day. You got to be rational. Another thing is, don't invest emotionally. Yes, silver's it's a very passionate investment. A lot of us don't always just stack for monetary reasons, but when the price starts going down, you got to remember the true value. If you understand what silver's true value is beyond spot price, then you'll never be scared if the price starts going down, because you know the price will go up. You know that no monetary attachment is worth it. No matter who says what that 1 ounce coin is worth, no matter what spot price is, that's irrelevant, because that's not the value of the coin. The value of the coin is the 1 ounce of silver inside of it, not the spot price attached to it. Once you can thoroughly understand that, then you'll never be worried when prices hit $11, right? When prices were at $11, I'm telling you guys, buy it up. While a lot of people are saying, sell it, it's a bad investment. No, that's the time to buy it. Buy low, sell high. Most people buy high and sell low. They buy it while there's all the hype. Everyone's like, oh, look at silver, it's so high. That's when they buy it. That's when you should be selling it. Buy to the people. When most people are buying something, that's when you should be selling. When most people are selling something, that's when you should be buying. Got to get in before the curve. So those are a couple things. I'm going to wrap this video up here. I don't want my video to be too long. I tried to hit the main points that you need to know as a beginner, and even an experienced stacker could have got some points from this. Let me know what you think about this. If you thought this video was educational, informational, at least entertaining, make sure to smash the like button. I post daily videos. Go check out the video I posted earlier today too, folks. Even if you don't buy silver on Amazon, it's still a very important video to watch, because I go further on. I show Amazon, I compare it to APMEX, JM Bullion. I talk about how important it is to understand where you're buying from and some of the things that you could fall victim to as an experienced stacker or a beginner. So I'm going to wrap this video up here. Thanks for tuning in. This was Silver Slayer. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.